here's the thing though. Both parties represent capitalism.
Yeah, I mean,
They're both for capitalism. So me as being far left, far left, I don't support either. Like, though they don't align with my sentiments.
You think of a more of an independent thinking president. I mean, again,
the two-party system does not work.
No, I think the loser should be vice president. Like, I think that when we have these elections, the loser got to be VP. Because at the end of the day, the country said we
force them to work together, right?
Well, no, I mean, the country already said that.
And we back.
Once again.
We back at it. Episode 3. Welcome to the We Gave Up.
Naming this podcast.
I like how you came in there like that. I was going to do that, but I like how you came in there with it. Once again, I'm Terrell.
Miami.
And let's go, bro. We're gonna get right into it. We got a special episode. It's not really special, but it was a election week.
Terrible.
This past week. But we're not gonna start with that. We're not gonna even run down the show really for y'all. We're just gonna start. I'm gonna start first. So we're gonna start with what did I discover this week, right? So I feel like what I discovered this week, if you heard the episode like last week, you heard Jarvis talk about, just mental health and not being okay and things like that. So this week I have learned acceptance, right? Just letting go of things, detachment, and what that looks like for me is just accepting that I'm fucking going bald. So like so last week,
speak your truth, bro.
Last week, yeah, I've accepted it, man. I'm top backing up here, bro. So I saw the episode last week, and I looked down at my head, and I was like, damn, I was just looking.
Bro, that's crazy.
I was like, ooh, this is looking terrible. What? You want to spit in there, would you?
Yeah, I want to.
So I'm not a hat. He got a hat on. He had fish. Now I'm a hoodie man now. So I wear hoodies now. You know what I'm saying? I've accepted it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a blessing to reach this age. You know what I'm saying? I've just had to accept that I got about 2 more weekends with hair. You know what I'm saying? So
I think you got a little longer. You got a little longer.
One more summer, definitely.
Cruise summer. We're gonna make it a cruise summer.
It's gonna be cruel because once the shit start going, you know what I'm saying, the edge is going back. I can't get the Sherman Hemsley or whatever, but nah, that's what I want to start the show on.
Like that. Yeah, we gonna bang it up, man. This is crazy.
Banging it right on now, bro. So shit. Okay, so that's my thing. So what have you discovered this week?
Ooh, man. Let me take this. I didn't have anything in particular, but I will say this. I feel like people tend to make your problems about them. I discovered that. I don't really want to go too much back into the whole accident situation, but I had a very serious collision, and I just realized that people tend to make what you go through about them.
Okay.
And I can go in deeper in that statement saying that, like people tend to want to rekindle situations when you have something going on. I feel like they take that opportunity to reach out. Look, we ain't talked in 6 months. We ain't got to talk, send your condolences or your prayers and keep it moving. That's how I feel about that. Like, we ain't got to do all that. Don't make something that I'm going through about you. Like, that's how I feel. Like, the way that I deal with it will be the way that I deal with it. I appreciate people reaching out. By no means do I want this to ever sound like I'm not grateful.
Right.
For people checking on me. But
I mean, sometimes, like when people go through an accident, they can just rekindle feelings, rekindle things, you know what I'm saying? It's just make, oh my God, I could have lost you. And the thought of you not being here is just, it just brought something out of me. So I just want to, I want to reach out and just like rekindle it. So you don't think it can be genuine. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, if it's truly genuine, cool. But at the same time, like I had already kind of, went on my spiritual journey before that happened. So, I feel like if anything, all that reaching out from people that I don't talk to on a day-to-day basis who have not checked on me in months kind of made me want to be on demon time, back on my bullshit, so to speak. So I kind of, just keep it PG, keep it moving. If you ain't checked on me in 6 months, 7 months, throw your peace sign, say what's up. I'm glad you here.
Yeah.
But we ain't got to talk outside of that. That's how I feel about that. Like I said, I'm not being ungrateful or anything like that. But nah, I don't need they're back in my space. That's how I feel.
What's up?
That's how I feel.
And I know you want to talk about the election. I know you want to talk about the election. I wasn't gonna talk about it.
We have to
because I just
it's what the people need. I really wish we would have went live with this one too but we ain't got to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna let you lead it. Like, what? Let's get into it. Talk about what you want to talk about. I will talk. I will interject, but just my piece first about the election.
Speak it.
One, I'm glad it's over.
Facts.
Is every 4 years, people get real weird that year and a half right before election time, and this election cycle was one of the weirdest. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I'm just glad it's over, because it can be overwhelming. You got so much propaganda. You know what I'm saying? So much propaganda and so much other things, and it's just so much mess and messiness and different things. So I'm gonna let that's my spiel on it. So I'm gonna share some thoughts depending on what you say. But let's go. Let's get into it.
All right, let's get into it. So I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into the situation. I'm gonna take this back 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Joe Biden.
Score, man?
Joe Biden became the president of the United States. And his running mate was Kamala Harris, which is, I don't want to be disrespectful and call her.
Don't be disrespectful.
She was VP. And truthfully, like, listen, I mean this in the most respectful way. I didn't hear from that lady for 4 years. I didn't see her say anything until they decided to make her the nominee for the Democratic Party. And I don't really know what her ethnicity is. And I'm trying not to make a joke out of it.
She black, bro.
She black? Like, I mean, because she ran on the premise of being.
I mean, she like black and Indian.
She's Jamaican. she's Jamaican,
the
right?
Semantics
is. I mean, but when did she decide that she was an African American woman?
I mean, she's an AKA, so
we ain't gonna, cause AKA, it's some people that's out here that's in those historically black, the Divine Nine. It's some other races involved, and I'm not saying that she is not a person of color. But I feel like in her actions as a prosecutor, we didn't always see that. We didn't always see it from Joe Biden. Like, we can all go back to the 1990 crime bill, and one of the major pushers of that was Joe Biden. But let's talk about this election. Let's talk about what happened. Do you think, America, do you all think that her not being elected president, do you think it had anything to do with race? Or do you think that it has something to do with gender? That's the discussion.
Is that a question for me?
This is a question for you and America.
It's in America. Hey, we worldwide, baby. We in more places just than America. Anyway. But anyway, to answer that question, of course, her race and her gender played a part in her not, in her not getting elected and her losing in a landslide. And I say the reason
she got turned to a pack.
Yeah, it was packed. Yeah, and I say the reason it played a part is because America hates women, and then black women on top of that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you can see how they treated Hillary. Like, I read those emails, bro. I read those emails and how, like, it was terrible. And I said it the day of, like, this is not me patting myself on the back. Like, I wish it was different, but I tweeted the day when she was when she took over for Biden. I said, it's no way that America is gonna elect a black woman is president.
Shout out to our black queens. Shout out to the queens, period. Women, period. Let's have that conversation.
It's no way that white women are going to allow a black woman to be president before white women to be What am I saying? Look, I'm lost.
No, I get you. I get exactly what you're saying. A black woman will not be a president.
Black woman be president before a white woman would be. So here's the thing, though. So I feel like it's a lot of misinformation, right? You know, it's like, oh, why did we vote this way? It's like, one, America votes right. It's right. It's a right wing country. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean, even us,
right.
we sit on our stupid and we say Democratic Party, etc. But
not me. I'm not a Democrat, so I don't.
I'm not poor enough to be a Democrat. And again, let me explain when I say this, because I don't want this to be twisted. It says that poor people should only be Democrat, but the policies that are passed with the Democrats in office does not help me. I'm not on welfare. I'm not on any aid. I don't get Medicaid. And again, this is not a knock against anybody that gets it, because I'm in support of that. But facts is facts, and this is a fact. Democrats tax the rich, and guess what? What happened with the rich? Who owns the companies? The rich people. Who has the businesses? The rich people. You tax those people. You punish those people for being rich. They just gonna eliminate jobs.
Yeah.
And what happens with that is they eliminate jobs. The economy goes down until they put a Republican in office. Republicans give rich people tax breaks. Those rich people entail pour it down to the middle class. It is a war on the middle class.
It is. But the thing is, so how I see it is that both parties are right leaning. So let me explain that. So of course, people, the companies, right, Republicans get tax breaks, but Democrats, get money, they get funded too.
Yeah, but by lobbyists though.
I mean, no, they get funded. They get funded by companies because they're left leaning companies. So basically, both. Here's the thing though, both parties represent capitalism.
Yeah, I mean,
they're both for capitalism. So me as being far left, far left, I don't support either. Like, though they don't align with my sentiments.
You think of more of an independent thinking president. I mean, again,
the two-party system does not work.
No, I think the loser should be vice president. Like, I think that when we have these elections, the loser got to be VP. Because at the end of the day, the country said
force them to work together, right?
Well, no, I mean, the country already said that we want one of these people to be the president. So if the loser gets second place, he should be VP. Hell, let's be honest, man. I ain't seen a VP really speak outside of Biden. Dick Cheney did not talk. I really don't. Who was it, Al Gore? I was a kid when Al Gore was when Bill Clinton was president. Yeah. So, and Dick Cheney had 75 fucking heart attacks while he was VP. So, all we knew, he was always in the hospital. So VPs normally don't talk. So let's not hold that against Kamala Harris. I want to say her name right. Let's not hold that against her. But this was the most pedestrian presidency in history. It was horrible. One of the worst 4 years that I've ever seen. I am 37 years old. I've never seen a 4 year like this. Like, being a six-figure earner, my money did not stretch. It did not stretch the way it should. America cannot buy houses. I feel like just the way they handle things, this whole Ukrainian-Russian war, stay out of them people business. It's not our business.
Yeah.
It was very pedestrian.
Sending so much money over there.
So much money, but we got homeless veterans. I'm a vet. Shout out to the vets. Yeah. So many homeless veterans. We're undereducated. We're underfunded. Our communities are being gentrified and sold to investors. This presidency did nothing but pass a bill that says stop Asian hate. That was the first thing they did. That was the first thing he got in office and did, was pass a bill that says making any crime against an Asian American a hate crime. But we had to fight to get lynching illegal.
Right.
It's just, I mean, let's have these conversations the right way. We should vote, in my opinion, we should vote for the people who pass the policies that help us.
I think this the campaign that the Democrats ran,
they didn't have. They literally had. Trump had to do nothing. You know why?
Facts.
He had to do nothing is because the only way a Democrat would have been the president again is that candidate had to wow America, and she did not wow America.
Yeah, they
Michelle Obama probably would have won.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I think Michelle. America loves Michelle.
I've heard that take, but
America loves
I still
Michelle.
Don't think that they're gonna vote for
even you had Elizabeth Warren, you had all of these people like her VP. Who is this? Like it was just like they played in our face, and I'm tired. Like I'm tired of being played with.
Speaking of Tim Walz, I've heard takes on it. So they kind of prop Tim Walz up in front of like, oh he likes football and he put him out. And I've heard people say, this is what I hate. I hate when white people say that,
say white people.
They white. What you mean? I'm saying, but I don't like, listen, I don't like when white people say this though. I'm saying, so he's going to make my point. So,
white America. Whoever,
just a white person, when they say, like when you prop somebody up, they say it's a minstrel show. We feel like, them propping up Tim Walz prop them up in front of us and put them in front of us. It's a minstrel show. And I take offense to that because this shit ain't a minstrel show. Like this, it's apples to, it ain't even apples to, it ain't even fruit to fruit. Like it doesn't make sense. It's a token, like he's a token man because a lot of the Democrats, like, they, very, very geared towards like women and
should have been a full woman ticket.
Women and gays. So they prop Tim Walz up and like put him out, like, got him fixing cars and stuff like that. So yeah, it can feel tokenized. Right. But a minstrel, do you know what a minstrel show is? When white people dressed up in blackface, it ain't the same thing. So that I take offense when I hear that because that word, a minstrel show is very, very charged language.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's not the same thing because it's like, you see how we feel, right? As minorities, you see how we feel when you prop somebody up in front of us like, take here you go. This out like, it's like, white people, you see how we feel, huh?
That's how I felt.
You prop this guy up in front of us.
That's how I felt about her policies. Like the things that she said that she was willing to do for America. That's how I felt. Like, I am an African American male, but let's be honest. Let's have these conversations. Like that's literally a shell of who you are as an American, your race. Like yes, we are, subject of a lot of discrimination, but dollars and cents, it has to make sense. We cannot keep pouring trillions of dollars in other countries while our children, American children, white, black, Asian, whatever your ethnicity is, American children has to come first. And then also American health comes next. How are we one of the most unhealthiest countries in the world? Modern medicine, modern everything, technology, but we're one of the most unhealthiest places in the world. And it just doesn't make sense. So 4 years from now, Democrats come to the table. Y'all gotta come with something.
Yeah, something else.
Y'all played with us with Obama, and I ain't got no problem with Obama. But us as Black Americans, and I can speak for a lot of Black Americans, especially in our age group, feel like we was duped. Feel like we was duped. We feel like y'all put them in front of us. We went out there and tore America up for Obama, but we got nothing in return.
Bro, Democrats gonna have to do something different. We saw that they could raise funds. They raised a lot of money. They raised a lot of money.
They always do that.
Where did the funds go? It doesn't matter if you can raise funds if you can't reach the people. And this time they couldn't reach white men. Young white men did not vote.
I'm very interested.
A lot of young white men did not vote. You know what I'm saying? Instead of vote, they didn't even go Republican. They just didn't vote because voter apathy is real, bro. So
it's all about how you feel. It's how you feel as an American. Like the reason why Trump works for the right, because he's not a Republican. He is a true capitalist.
Yeah.
He does not care.
I mean, that's almost synonymous, capitalist and Republican.
Like, he
might just ran out vibes. He didn't really have to do nothing. He just appealed to
he
men.
He appeals.
And then the white women voted in this election. White women voted how they typically vote.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna follow white. Like it. Yeah. It's. I don't know. They need to do something. They need to do something drastic.
But I'm interested.
I'm down there about to be apolitical, bro, at this point because
I've been apolitical.
It's just a lot of apathy
since I've been voting.
It's a joke.
I've been apolitical. Politics is one of the things that I used to be interested in, very interested in. I was one of the watching C-SPAN, watching these things because I was very interested.
Well, it was real, bro. Remember Howard Dean, bro? That got you disqualified. That got you disqualified as a politician. Like, dude showed too much excitement, but now we got bro. These folks have elected a fucking rapist. A crime, like, dude, this is why I'm interested. It blows my mind. Like, I'm sorry.
First of all, this country was built by criminals.
Let me not speak in hyperbole, but I'm saying, but I'm not shocked.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
at this point, nothing surprises me.
America, at this point. The first people that were here in America were people banned from Britain. Like, facts. They were banished here. And once they, over time, developed this land to be what it was, of course, Britain like, nah, y'all got to pay a tax, baby. And guess what? The American Revolution was started over taxes and tariffs, right? Mm-hmm. Guess what they did as soon as they freed themselves from Britain? Tax the citizens. The same thing. Because a world without taxes does not exist. Prices of food will be extremely high. Exports will be extremely high. Taxes are what they are. Now, if we decide as Americans that we will not pay taxes, that's a different conversation. Just like if we decide we want to pay MLG&W in Memphis, they can't cut everybody off before it becomes a mutiny. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen now that we elected a 34-time felon as president. Because felons can't vote. Felons can't get jobs.
Yeah, I need to change it on the
we need to see these things change immediately. And I can speak from a more sensitive side of this because I have 6 years of judicial diversion. And though I am able by the grace of God, and of course my own 2 hands and feet, because I went out here and I pushed myself to do things that was out of what I typically do because I worked in IT. And then I wasn't able to hold those licenses because of my situation. But I'm on judicial diversion, so hopefully I'm able to get out of that soon. But I cannot do certain things. I cannot have a passport. Certain jobs will not hire me because it still shows that I have a pending charge on my record. Yep. Like we do not help the rehabilitated. We do not. This country, like, we talked about recidivism, I feel like, with the whole Young Thug thing.
Yeah.
And this is truthfully what it is. So if a felon can be president, a felon can work your job. I hope he comes in there and say, yeah, we getting rid of all of that foolishness. I hope he do. Yeah. I hope it's time for America. America, white America, you want some of these migrants and some of these immigrants and illegals to stop taking all of your jobs? Let the felons work the jobs. Let the felons work the farms. Let the felons work the jobs that you all clearly don't want. Because the migrants wouldn't have them if you wanted them. Also, white America, let's make sure that these policies are passed to help true American citizens. We can't get loans as American citizens. Y'all make it so hard for home ownership, to start a business for true Americans, but people that come here and get citizenship after, they get all of these things that we can't get. The credit system is a joke. The banking system is a joke. Criminals. Yep. They're the biggest criminals in the country. Taxes and fees. It's just a lot. And it's time for change. So hopefully, I don't care who the president is. Make my dollar a dollar again. Make healthcare what it's supposed to be. I don't care about the rhetoric. I know how you feel about me, but I know how you feel about my black face. But my green money is my green money, period. Make my green money again.
Like you about to say, make my green money.
Make my dollar great again.
What about to pull a MAGA hat from under the
I don't. I'm like you said. You about to be apolitical. I've been apolitical my whole life because I seen the game.
Yeah, it is.
I seen the game.
It's a game.
Like these same people that argue on TV, they have lunch with each other every day, just like the lawyers and prosecutors.
Of course,
they hang with each other. The judges, they used to be lawyers and prosecutors. They know each other personally. I give you him. I'll get you can have him. They deal you out.
Of course.
So you don't think if you can see it on the smallest levels in your cities and in your communities, you should see it nationally. You know, if they're playing these games at the PTA meetings, in the school systems, in their jobs, they're playing it on the national level. Of course. Yeah, but we can get away from that, y'all. You know, shout out to Kamala Harris. Yeah, shout out to Kamala Harris. You know, hopefully in 4 years she come back to the table with something special.
No, no.
I want the underdog to get it, but y'all had to know. Let's be serious. That presidency was so bad that Jesus would have had to come down and run as a Democrat.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, also, whenever like a tragic event happens or something like that, you know, like when
tragic?
I'm saying, like, I'm talking about whenever something bad happens during someone's presidency, it doesn't matter if it's their fault or not. I'm just saying,
George
like
Bush.
With COVID, I'm saying with COVID, like when it hit with Trump, no matter how it is, you know, no matter nothing he could have.
America was not prepared for it.
Right. He made the shit worse and how they handled it. But I'm just saying, the American people, like, even if it happened on your watch, they want you out. Period. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
you know, so, and with the Biden administration, you know, with all the inflation and all this, they want somebody different. It doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter. They want somebody new. Come, like, you gonna pay for that shit. So they want somebody new regardless.
Like I said, the only way we were going to have a Democratic president if Jesus was running, because it was so bad these last 4 years. Like,
they want something new.
Yeah, they wanted something new. And then Trump muscled the Republicans. They couldn't put anybody else on that ticket but him because, I mean, he has racist white America.
Yeah,
he has them, and they love him. So I mean,
bro, the Republicans were moving more moderate because they're trying to. How can we get the left leaning people? How can we get more people to vote for us? But Trump came through and like, hey, I'm about to go all the way to the right.
Because guess what?
Acting like Homelander, like, you know, when he doing like he killing the people and shit, then he getting away with it. Like, oh, you know, like, oh, I'm getting away with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even give him the big brain thing. I just think he was just doing some shit, throwing something at the wall, and that shit actually worked and it actually stuck.
Fun fact: 90% of America is rural America.
Yeah.
So let's have that conversation.
Yeah.
90% of America is occupied by poor white Americans who have these stigmas about other people that they've never seen in person. Like I had the privilege of being in the military, and I met some guys from some places that I've never heard of. You couldn't tell me where these places were.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation with one of them after he got beat up by a guy on the bus on the cattle truck. Anybody? Shout out to the veterans again. Y'all know about them cattle trucks, but we were back there and he said something slick to one of them guys that barely could speak some English. That boy showed him what it was. I think he was from Guam or somewhere like that. But anyway, I asked him, I said, man, why do you talk like that? And you know what he told me? He said, this is what we think how y'all act. They think we thugs because TV displayed it. Music displays that. They think we're rapists, you know, because this is what they see. They don't see that we're educated. They don't see that we're intelligent. They don't see that we are businessmen and women. They don't see that we are fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters. They see a criminal. Like, and again, because TV depicts these things. Just think about it. Denzel Washington, as great as an actor as he is, he didn't get an Oscar until he played Renzo.
Training dog, yeah.
Like he didn't get an Oscar until then. Like let's have these conversations about it. Like what needs to change? Like all the way down to the people we call our leaders. Like Hey, if Diddy was out, he would have did that vote or die training, you know.
Vote or die.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even vote. But let's move on, bro. Let's move on. Did you hear about the what's his name? Balthazar? The guy from Equatorial New Guinea.
My type of guy. My type of guy. Hey, look, they mad at him for what these women did.
So what did he do? Give us a walk down.
My boy was slicing everybody's wives.
Wasn't he like the what was his title?
I don't know. You gotta tell me. Yeah, pull it up. We gonna pull it up.
Yeah, he was like the chief financial something for the country or whatever. So.
I seen one of the videos.
I seen a few of them.
She was willing.
Yeah. So he slept with over like 400 male 406 tapes or whatever, sleeping with people, like slept with his brother wife, slept with his like bodyguard wife and co-workers wife, like everybody. And then the 406 tapes that they found, and all of the women knew that they were being recorded.
She will. Yeah.
And
do it for the realest nigga in the fucking game.
No condom ever. He had all these folks raw. That's crazy to me. That's the craziest thing to me.
Wilt probably was in the raw too. Sheet switching. Hey,
wild boy.
I ain't really got too much on that. I mean, you know, hey, he was doing what he was doing.
You ain't got too much.
I ain't got too much on that. Hey, listen, I've been on the receiving end of cheating. I've been cheated on. I've cheated. Like I said, you know what it is. I know what it is. America knows what it is. Like, they gonna kill him over there though. So I mean, he out of there. He out of there for sure. I mean, you can't play with. Listen, keep your hands off people's wives and husbands and all of that. I mean, he's getting what he deserves. Yeah. Whatever happens to him, he deserves it. I mean, countries like that, you know, they're a little bit more strict when it comes to adulterism.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
He knew he signed up. He knew what he signed up for. He chose to do it. I ain't really got too much on it. He a wild boy. I bet that OnlyFans crazy. Man. He need to start OnlyFans at this point. I would have got out of the country immediately.
Man, what you said?
Immediately.
Yeah. But that's it. I mean, that's all your thoughts on this. All my thoughts. It's just a wild stuff.
Yeah, it was wild.
I mean, I don't got too much to share on it. It's wild. Like I said, the raw aspect of it was crazy to me. But
listen, Hey,
bro, I'm moving on.
Move the strike.
I'm moving on, bro. Hey. So, tell me about your boy. Tell me about what happened in Mesa,
Arizona. My boy said the DA.
Get through it, bro. Get through it.
The DCS Strangler. DeAndre Johnson, strangled almost to death a social worker because the social worker had a conversation with his daughter in private, which I thought that's what they typically do when you are being questioned for doing something to your child.
Yeah, you can't be there.
It's nothing funny. It's nothing funny about what he did.
So what happened? What did he do?
Basically, he had a meeting with the guy. The guy said that he had been threatening him for, which I feel like he was so scared that he had that meeting, because I wouldn't have had no meeting with you after you threatened me. I want to do something to you. But he had a meeting with the guy after the guy had a meeting with his child about something, accusations of abuse. And he said that he was not supposed to take his daughter in a private room, as if the social worker was doing something to his child. And so he proceeded to ask the guy, "You ain't gonna dap me up?" And then he choked.
Back. So when they were having a meeting, so this guy he went live on Facebook Live and was recording the.
Yeah, he called the police too. He called the police.
So this guy DeAndre was recording the meeting that he was having with this caseworker.
Right.
And then after the meeting, he's like, DeAndre's asking the caseworker like, "Oh, you're not gonna dap me up?" And then he dapped him up.
He did it. You can see the fear in the dap. The fear was in the dap.
Right. And then after he dapped him up,
he Bart Simpson choked him out. Homer used to do Bart Simpson.
He proceeded to choke this DCS worker like 3 minutes. Like, what's crazy to me?
Wild.
Like they were in the building, right? That like people, I'm seeing people walk by like in the background,
watching this happen to
like
my
this
boy.
man just got choked out. Like nobody said anything, and then the story they said that usually they would have security in that building, but due to price cuts, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? America's law. Due to price cuts, they didn't have any security guards there on the premises, you know, to be able to stop or deter a situation like that from happening. Like this dude, DeAndre, this man about 230. Like this
he
man
a rapper too.
real,
He a rapper too.
I don't know.
Yeah,
this guy.
he a rapper.
This man is built like. Thankfully, they got him and arrested him.
He called the police. He called the cops.
How he called the police? He
called the police
and ran and left.
No, before he did it. Before he did it, he called the cops. But listen, I'm not laughing because, again, strangulation, listen, that is probably one of the worst ways. I think drowning, strangulation, probably a stab and being mauled to death with a knife.
It's so slow.
Yeah.
It's slow.
But the grunt he made when he did that.
Bruh.
I'm trying not to laugh. But, man, that was a wild video. And then the people in the comments, like, he should have never took that baby back there, as if the man, the caseworker, is going to do anything to the child.
All right, they're oh my God, bro. That's why, bro, America is cooked, bro.
Yeah, it's just like we're living. We are a walking Boondocks episode.
Society, yeah.
Every like you remember Boondocks used to take these things that happen on social media or on like World Star Hip Hop and then make episodes about them.
Of course, yeah.
Now, literally, we are the Boondocks episode.
It's too much material. It's too much material.
Yeah, listen, for me, I think that social media needs to crash for at least 6 months. Like,
speaking of social media, so actually over in Australia, they're trying to ban social media for children 16 and under.
I think so.
Have you heard about it? That's
TikTok in China looks nothing like TikTok in America.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea though. Like trying to ban social media. Shit, it need to be banned for adults. I think we're gonna put clips of this on social media, but social media is wild.
Yeah,
and
social media
especially, I mean, it'd be wild for adults. So I definitely agree with Australia's, decision.
Twitter is all porn. Twitter is just porn.
Yes, it is.
Twitter's just porn. Social media is all lies.
13-year-old, 12-year-old, 8-year-old is seeing on these sites. So I definitely think that's a good call. We definitely need to have that over here in America. Get them to ban social media for the kids. So
I guess this is a little off topic. But I want to say this. This is about parenting.
Okay.
Especially in urban communities. You have to be accountable for your child. It ain't no such thing as, what am I supposed to do as a parent? What do I expect out of the parent? What do you expect me to do? They in the streets. I expect for you to be a parent. I expect for you to do the things necessary for your child's safety and your child's mental and physical health. If you see your kid, your 15, 16-year-old son or daughter with a bunch of money that you know that they didn't work for, that you know that you didn't give them, and you said nothing, you are not being a parent. You said nothing, that your son has thousands of dollars flashing it on social media, smoking, riding with guns, throwing up gang signs. You're not saying anything, and then when your baby gets killed, you're shocked. We ain't shocked. We tired of it. I'm tired of it as a black man. I am exhausted. If you can't be accountable for your child, let someone else be accountable. Shout out Coach Williams. I watch him all the time take these kids and he literally puts them under his wings. Like, let a coach have them, let a teacher have them, let somebody have them.
Because if you don't, I know who's gonna take them. The prison system is
they ain't even making it there no more. They dying out here in the streets. They killing each other. Like, it's sad. Like, and I'm not talking about no young men. I get it. You can't tame your 20-year-old. He's an adult. You gotta let him, or your 20-year-old daughter. Stop. For one, your child is not an adult until they're 26 years old. Science shows that they still have a brain of a child. Brain is still being developed. That's science. Science is saying this. The criminal justice system said, your child's 16, you're black and 16 an adult. That's how they feel.
Oh yeah,
You be in charge as an adult.
Yeah.
So, but your child, stop throwing your child out here. Stop giving your kids to the wolves. We're eating our young. What Tupac says? One of the things that I will never be able to forget that Tupac says, America hates his babies. Black America, we got to take charge of our kids.
Yeah, it used to be about community. You know, it like they say, it takes a village to raise a child, and it just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, you know? Like corporal punishment in school. Like I had this conversation with my son's mom. I said, and it was about disciplining my son, right? And it was with her boyfriend.
Okay.
And I said, we grew up with corporal punishment in school. You act up, you get handled right then and there. As a man, you know, listen, like I told her, I'm a father. That's all that matters to me. But when it comes to respect, your child should respect any adult around. I told you, my child is not a punching bag. Don't be verbally abusing my child. But if he needs to be disciplined, he needs to be disciplined.
Facts.
So,
nah, that's real talk.
Yeah,
that's real talk. That's real big of you. That's real good co-parenting, co-parenting right there. So
yeah, I mean, listen, because that was the thing. That we had a conversation about some behavioral things, and it was just like, you know, we are a village.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I don't know if he feel this way because he don't know what your response will be. And I'm like, I talked to him already. I'm like, listen, we got to do this together. Right. You there? We got to do this together. We're a team.
Yeah, facts.
So, you know.
It take a big man to do that, bro.
Nah, I'm a grown man. Like,
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man. Somebody else raised me, so.
Yeah.
And he ain't play. He was lawless, so. He ain't play. He loved you. He did it with a smile too. Yeah. So, and that's when I knew what it was. I never took it personal because I knew I did something, and how he handled me, he always handled me with love. But it was always from a discipline standpoint. So
yeah, I think what's important, what a lot of people didn't have in the past of getting that discipline is having that conversation afterwards, right? So, you know, just letting them know, hey, I love you. This is why I did this.
Right.
You know, this, you know, whatever the fuck. So
yeah, nah, I mean,
yeah. Let's move on, brother. Oh, also, okay, something else I wanted to touch on. Are you done with that?
Yeah, I'm done.
Anything you want to do it? So I saw so Fortnite. I saw them folks put in Fortnite Snoop Dogg. They put like sea walking in there as like an emote for the kids. So now, okay, I'm a gamer, I'm a nerd, but I know a lot of.
I'm a gang member.
This is relevant information just because, you know, a lot of people, parents. I mean, a lot of your kids. There's a lot of parents watching this, of course, and your kids are playing Fortnite, and now they got sea walking in, and it's just. I don't know how to feel about that.
Bro, listen, we all was crip walking in high school. Like
facts.
When Jagged Edge came out, it was crip walking. They were crip walking. Everybody was crip walking. So like, listen, let's for one, stop playing with these people culture. Like Fortnite is wild for that. Yeah. Like, I mean,
you don't agree with it or what?
I don't agree with Fortnite taking something that has caused tens of thousands of lives, and making it something you put. Hip hop is one thing, which I'm tired of too.
Yeah.
But literally, white America finds a way to monetize everything. Violence. Yeah. Tens of thousands of people have died because of gang violence.
Yeah.
I just don't know. No. Yeah. That's it. The buck stops somewhere.
Yeah, it just feels weird to me. So they put Snoop Dogg, he's a playable character, and they put Eminem in there, and they also put Ice Spice in there as like skins for the characters.
So does Snoop be crip walking? How does Snoop feel about it?
I mean, shit, he in the game. I'm sure he loves.
I mean, listen,
they got his mansion. They got Snoop mansion in there. Like, shit, he getting paid. Nah, and you know what's crazy to me? I don't get this. Snoop old as hell. Like, do your kids even know who Snoop Dogg is? Like, no. I don't understand. how Snoop is still so relevant.
Well,
in the kids' game, yes, our age, of course, but Snoop, like,
no, they gotta give every so often they gotta give us somebody. Like he has become Steve Harvey. Shout out our producer for that. He is the new Steve Harvey. They had him at the Olympics. Like he is the owner of different. Shout out Snoop getting what he deserves.
He getting his money. I mean, he's in. He
but I also understand that the machine only gets behind people that they can control.
Of course. Yeah.
Like,
so speaking of control and things, so this I wanted to piggyback on that situation because it's just putting sea walking in Fortnite. It just makes me think about Black culture, right? About how our culture is. It's gang culture.
First of all,
let me finish.
I just want to say this. I want to say this.
Go ahead.
Stop saying Black culture. America culture is our culture. Like, let's make sure we understand that. What you eat, what you drink, what you wear, we are the tastemakers in America.
Of course, right. So, that's my point. So our culture has been taken, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we still don't get the respect that we deserve. And another thing that came across my mind or whatever that I've been seeing has been, Ebonics. Have you heard Ebonics and AAVE referred to as Gen Z speak or Gen Z talk?
No.
You've never heard that. So yeah, so now a lot of like TikTok people, like a lot of white people think that, talking Black or talking hip, it's labeled Gen Z talk.
No. So you know what? I feel like we had this conversation about like I said that I hate, like I'm jealous because I don't want to say I hate.
Yeah.
When I see people I know that are of foreign descent, and when they talk to like their parents or somebody else in their language, and then they switch back like to English, and then they go back and forth in conversation, and I was like, man, I'm jealous of that, like because we are stolen people. We don't have a native language, and then we talk. Now you said we do got a native language. Yeah. We have slang,
right? AAV, African American Vernacular English. But I was thinking, and this just happened randomly today because I got some crystals. Yeah, I eat a crystal sometimes. But on the crystal box, I love
crystals.
But listen, on the crystal box, it said these hit different. It's like these crystals hit different or something like that's the phrase that's on the box, and it's just we can't get away. Like I can't get away from it. It's just like all of our language and just how it yes, like American culture is Black culture, but we still, we still have to fight. It's just everything. It's like disassociating because it's like nothing is real to me. You know what I'm saying? Everything is so fake and manufactured, and it's all of us, but it's weird. I'm in a weird space, bro. I'm in a weird space.
We're watching things like I'm sure that's how they felt when the inventions got stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but we watching it real time. Just think about this. Bling bling was put in a Webster dictionary as a word.
Bootylicious, yeah.
Like, how many words over these years do Webster add? It's not many. They don't add a bunch of words every year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just one of those things to where when we're talking about the importance of Black Americans, and when it comes to worldwide affairs, we're only good for entertainment. That's how they feel. Like, they'll take our words, they'll watch us play basketball, watch us play football, watch us sing and dance and shuck and jive.
Mm-hmm.
But when it matters, they don't see us. They never see us. And like you said, no, it's not Gen Z language or Gen Z talk.
Gen Z speak.
This has literally been everything that America, like the words, slang was invented by us. Slang was invented by us. Fun fact, Spanish. Most of the Spanish that Spanish speaking people speak is slang. Like you have words that Mexico natives use that people from Nicaragua don't use those words. It's all Spanish though. Like the way they use words, so stop trying to dumb Black America down. That's how I be feeling when they say these little things. it feels like they're trying to make it seem like that's all. It's very small or minuscule.
What you mean, like the language? Or
the language?
No, I mean if you look at it, if you study like linguistics or linguists, like will tell you that actually Ebonics is very like it has rules. You know what I'm saying? It has rules, and it's actually a very complicated. Yeah, it's complicated.
It's regional.
Yeah. In the club, we are in the clurb, we are not all fam. That's what I like. That is
slide in the wrong club here. You're gonna find out.
Now. In the clurb, we are not all fam. We learned that from I didn't learn that from the election, but I've been on it. And I mean, this whole episode is like, it just lets me know things we talking about. We are not all fam.
No, we not.
Yeah. That's what's up though, man. We gonna get ready to wrap it up, man. It was a great episode. Man, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and you can find us on YouTube and all other places that if you want to listen to the pod, all places that, that play podcasts for free. Spotify, Apple Music, you name it.
Hit them DMs up. Let us know what y'all want to talk about, what y'all want to hear. Y'all don't like our outfits. Y'all don't like our life. Yeah.
I know y'all like the ball spot, but hey, baby, it is what it is.
Boy, you threw me off with that one. I wasn't expecting that. That was crazy. Crazy
thank
work.
y'all for watching, man. We about to get out of here, man. Peace out, bro.
All right.
We'll see y'all next time. We're going to be back.